If I would publish a book or a magazine about my life, I would use 2 covers instead of 1 cover. So 1 cover would stand for the digital world, because part of my work is to travel around and meet these digital pioneers. The other cover would stand for the physical world, because on one hand side, I live on a small farm in the lovely city of Regensburg in Bavaria, surrounded by nature that is real physical. And the other part is I'm always meeting people who do physical products. But what's interesting is, if I would start the story would never start from the left or from the right end. It always starts in the middle of the book. It's about the physical survivors in a digital world. In 2018, it is a widely accepted truth that anything what you can digitize would be digitized. I think that is a digital trap. So think about it. If we look around, we find a world where we want to stay relevant as human in this increasingly digital world. Sorry for that. So we are adding digital layers at any surface, at any product, to increase the customer experience. And we trust this super connected world to get the most experience out of that. Believe me, there are some digital devices outside, they know more about you than yourself. Yeah, that is quite interesting. And also, by getting this permanent feedback, we believe we belong to something in terms of this digital world. So ask yourself, what of your digital world will remain at the end? Think about the lifetime of hardware will be reduced by the lifetime of software. If you have a smartphone and you get the latest update, after that maybe your smartphone will disappear. If you want to install the driver software of your old printer to the new computer, it wouldn't work. And by the way, even a software, if the software don't need to serve a hardware anymore, it is obsolete. So I quickly realized at my household, there's no digital hardware software which outlives a cat on my farm. So is there no digital hard or software outside which could celebrate a double-digit birthday? At the end of the day, the hardware ends up on the electronic waste. And the software travels like a lost satellite in the infinity of the internet. So the digital world gives us a little bit the feeling to be part of the progress, but it isn't, because the digital world is a backdrop. It only exists in the now, and there's nothing beyond. If I make a mental journey to understand and to endeavor the world, the digital in the past, all these forgotten things shown up in front of me. Think about these old handhelds like Palm. Think about navigation devices, translation devices, cell phones, or also computers. I just forgot them, and I don't really need them anymore. So coming to that point, you ask really yourself, okay, what could be on the other side of this book, of my magazine, of this cover? That is the physical world. We all live in a physical world. We live and work in physical places, and we surround ourselves by physical objects. These are certain objects and certain places which really attract us. And they make something special out of us. Because inside these places and inside these objects are located some memories from us. And coming to that point, and if you look in a broader perspective, you understand nobody and no one is alone. Because we are always connected to these kind of places and objects. An object is super strong. An object is an entryway into a window of a time we do not exist anymore, but we can go in there. And we also, as human, has artifact as an object at home, like you have it. And an artifact is something real special. Maybe it is 10, 15, 60, or 100 years old, but it still gives you access to someone. I have an artifact with me. That is the Dome of Cologne. Since 20 years, this little artifact travels with me. That gives me access to an old time, give access to values of me, give access to experiences, and give access to memories. The most important point of this physical world is that any physical object, place, or also an artifact is connected to one of our memories. It is like the USB stick from the old world. And we all have this kind of USB sticks at home. And they still give us guidance today. They give us orientation, and they give us attitude. As more we keep in these digital times, we should take care about, because as more we are connected virtual, as more we crave for human connection. So think about your places and your kind of artifacts. As more I travel, as more I meet these digital pioneers, trying their tools, try to understand the future, as more I understand the value of the physical world. That still give us guidance. So think about what are your book covers, what is the left one and the right one, and take care. Thank you.